The stinging is intense. Blood oozes from your knee as you try to stand. A metal cup stops you. Your eyes follow the rusted chain to a concrete wall. A musky smell overtakes your senses. Mold and something like iron.
Hello?
You call, almost silently. You're scared. You have no idea where you are, where your two usual sidekicks were. Were they okay? In the same state as you? Or even alive?
Any pony? Please help me!
Suddenly, there are hoof steps heading towards you. Is it help? Or the other? Should you call out again? Or hide? Your instincts say hide, but you are at your chain's length, and it is an open cell. Nowhere to hide. The steps stop. There is a yellow magic that glows in the dim light. A key is levitated to open the gate. You think it is for good when you see the familiar face and dare a smile.
Princess Celestia!
Oh, dear one. I am sorry to inform you that your stay here will be permanent.
Laughter escapes her royal lips that you have never heard. Chills run up your spine. What now? What twisted world did you wake up in? You start to cry as Celestia looks at you and licks her lips as if looking at a juicy apple and pear salad. Why was Celestia acting mad? You shiver and back up as far as you can go as she enters the small enclosure. The Sun Princess bends down low and her muzzle gets within an inch of your own quivering nose. Her eyes glow an eerie green and her magic encloses around your small body. The warmth of her magic was not comforting in the least. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoes in the dungeon, making Celestia ease out of the magical grip she had on you. She snarls out of anger and slowly exits the cell. The door slams as she trots to the other end of the eerie compound. A small glimmer of light green catches your eye. It is unicorn magic, but it came from your cell, just at the other end. You squint and crawl towards it slowly, cautiously.
Sweetie Belle?
You ask quietly. A rustle and sniffling can be heard as you reach the other end of your leash. The whitish unicorn filly reveals herself to you. A real smile crosses your face, but then vanishes again when you see the condition of your friend. She limps towards you till her chain snaps to an end as well.
Is she gone?
You nod and sit as close to your friend as you can. The top of her leg is sticking out of her skin, bone protruding sharply, blood staining her once white coat. Patches of her fur are missing, exposing bare, pinkish skin. Your heart drops as you see how thin Sweetie is. Her skeleton was easily recognizable. Her breathing was slow, ragged, and weak.
You have to escape!
Sweetie exclaimed, looking at you with pleading, sickly eyes. Before they close, for the last time, as she collapses to the cold, hard cell floor.
Sweetie? Sweetie Belle! No!
You scream. It echoes as you tremble and collapse as well, hitting the cold, damp floor. You sob to yourself, now alone with her corpse in the cell. All at once, there is another painful scream that makes you jump. Your other friend? Or some pony else?
Silence, whelp!
You hear Celestia demand. Why was she doing this? What evil had tainted her once heart of gold? Footsteps again. She was coming back to your cell. To finish what she started with Sweetie? Worse. You could not even fathom. But this time, she passes your cell and leaves the dungeon completely. You limp to the gate as far as allowed. You strain your neck to try and identify who was in the other cell.
Hello? Who's there?
Your voice is raspy and cracks often from crying so much. Could the mystery prisoner be your other comrade? There is no reply from your first plea. You try again.
Hello?
Nothing. Complete and utter shattering silence. You sigh, disappointed. Perhaps it is not whom you seek. But then, wouldn't another scared pony, any pony that witnessed Celestia behaving so oddly, respond?
Please, some pony answer me.
You say weakly.
I don't want to die.
You blurt out and bury your head in between your hooves. You fall asleep until you're awakened by screams of agony and a whip. You manage to stand to see this time the other side. All you can see is Celestia magically wielding a whip. Then, what you hear next shocks you even more.
Oh, sister, please! I beg you, stop!
Luna? It was Celestia's own sister being imprisoned with you. Celestia explodes with a maniacal laugh again. The whip is put down, but then a gut-wrenching rip is heard with breaking bone. She magically ripped Luna's wings slowly from her back. Blood spatters not only the two alicorns, but the floor. Luna cries in anguish as Celestia rips the other wing off. Feathers, coated in blood, scatter. You feel your stomach churn as the sight you can now see, you wish you couldn't. A vile taste enters your mouth as you turn to expel your stomach contents. You cough and hope it does not catch her attention. Luna writhes in pain as Celestia approaches her sister and thrusts her long white horn into Luna's blue body. Into her chest it goes, piercing the fast-beating heart. Blood erupts from the new wound and runs down the spiral horn like rain on a roof. Luna stops screaming. Her body merely twitches as it is thrown to the side like a piece of worthless trash. How could she have defiled and murdered her own sister?
How could you?
You bravely, yet clumsily, let slip out. What did you plan on doing when Celestia returned? She smiles at you. The now blood-patched alicorn walks calmly towards you with her magic glowing. That grin. You look up to see your other friend, gagged and bound, being levitated above you now. You shake your head. The younger version of Applejack knows it is her turn. She saw all that had happened and was not stupid.
How? That was the question? Simple. You flightless fool. Like this!
Celestia boasted. In a scream of terror, Applebloom was simply ripped in half. Blood and entrails splayed your face, your mane, and even got into your mouth. You vomit again, this time getting some on the evil Celestia's shoes. She does not like that. Her eyes narrow on you, green once more. You tremble, but cannot move.
Please.
You beg one last time. Celestia licks her lips at you again, tasting the spilled blood of Luna and Applebloom. You tuck your wings in close. You try to catch your breath as she nears.
It's time for your lullaby, dear Scootaloo.
Suddenly, you gasp for air and lurch out of bed. You are drenched in sweat. Looking around, you see that you're safe in your own bed. It is still nighttime. What a nightmare. Then, you look out your window. Off in the distance, you see an eerie green glow.